Hi everyone. As you can see, I feel free again. I'm not stuck in that storage unit today. Don't worry, I promise. Due to popular demand, this is a more positive video. I'm in nature, where I belong, and I love being out in the woods. So, the last video that I posted, I know I got heated. I rubbed a handful of people the wrong way, and I'm terribly sorry. I'm not an aggressive person. I'm not the crazy type that's gonna lose my temper and go unhinged. That's not me. I will never roll that way regardless of what happens to me in life. I don't even care. That is not me. I will never harm anybody else, and I will never harm myself. I'm not crazy enough to go unhinged. So please don't let my last video rub you guys the wrong way. As you can see, I got a nice warm fire going right here. I'm gonna spend the day and the night, maybe a couple nights out here in the woods. I'm gonna build me a teepee survival shelter and enjoy me nice warm campfires and maybe cook some salmon over the campfire. These bad boys are pretty heavy. Yeah, that's a good size right there. That's what she said. Don't worry, the stuff that I'm using right here, this is biodegradable twine. So it's no harm to nature. Alright guys, there's the teepee. All framed up. I just need to put all these spruce boughs and thatch it right onto the teepee. I push them into the ground just to keep bigger rodents out of there. I mean, either way, they can still make their way in there, but, you know, at least if I do something to keep out the bigger ones, it might help a little, I guess. Make sure they go all the way up to the top. Look at that, she's coming together. Still got a lot of work to do. I'm using a Canadian jam knot to tie up this ridge line right here. Canadian jam knot is an amazing knot. You just crank the loose paracord as tight as you can and that knot gets super tight. And the cool thing about this knot is that if you ever want to undo it, you just pull the opposite end of the paracord and it loosens up. I realized that if you put them in going up like this, with the end part going up towards the top of the teepee, with the branches facing down, it stays better. It's coming together. Just put my shingles on, you know. The cool thing with these teepee shelters is that as soon as the pine needles turn brown, you can always take them off, burn that wood. You can have a beautiful fire with that, with those branches. And then you can always go cut new ones. And then now look how nice it looks. Got the nice, beautiful green pine needles. It's actually fun building these, I ain't gonna lie. Just, you know, piecing it together, watching it come together, knowing that you're the one building it, kind of exciting sometimes. Alright, now that the teepee shelter's done, I'm I'm going to build my lean-to. I'm going to build a lean-to shelter right here to protect my firewood from inclement weather. So I'm going to start that process right there. Check that out. Got the fire reflector built. Yeah, boy. As you guys can see, I finished the lean-to for the firewood. I got my first fire reflector done. Now I'm working on my second fire reflector. The fire reflectors are nice because it helps retain the heat within your camp. It helps radiate the heat throughout your camp. It's used as like a natural light reflector, so it reflects the light from the campfire back into your camp, and it brightens up your entire camp. It's kind of nice, and it's very beautiful at night. Especially when you step away and you look at it from a distance, it looks so nice and cozy. And it also keeps the wind off your campfire. So I'm debating if I should just build 2 for right now, or if I should build another one right here. I like my campfire shielded from the wind as much as possible, especially out here in an all pine forest. You know, this stuff with the resin that oozes out of the wood. That stuff's highly flammable, so I don't want to be starting no fires out here. But yeah, it's coming together. Teepee's all finished. I just got to get my bedding situated in there. The lean-to for the firewood is finished. Fire reflector number 1 is finished. Working on fire reflector number 2. I'm going to move the campfire over just a tad bit. And I think we're rocking for the night. Got my firefighting gloves. And there's no duff in this area. It's usually wet dirt. Duff is a bunch of like pine needles, bark, sticks, leaves packed underneath the top ground, and it just sits there for years and years and years. And if it's super dry, it'll easily combust. So before I even set up camp in this area, I made sure I was not setting up camp on duff. I made sure that it was good soil before I even lit a fire here. Oh my goodness, that radiating heat feels so good. It's chilly out here, but if I put my coat on, I'll start sweating. Makes no sense. It's kind of nice to just, you know, step away, cool off, come back, warm up. The radiating heat from a campfire feels amazing. It'll give you the chills in a good way. Meow. Should I try and fit in with today's society and pretend that I'm a cat? Nah, ain't no way in hell I could do that. That's way out of control. I'm gonna bring you guys inside for a little tour. It's actually kind of cool. When you walk in, you got the sleeping bag right there, and then you got all of my goodies organized on the other side. So, right here, this is a billy pot for cooking food. You just put this right over the campfire. Got a Menu 8 MRE meatballs and marinara sauce. This one's actually pretty good, not gonna lie. Some stormproof matches, an Agua Canyon Boreal 21 saw right here, foldable saw. This is a Silky Big Boy folding saw. This thing is actually very, very handy, especially in the winter. Zero sugar cranberry grape juice. My military water canteen. My little drinking cup / coffee cup that you can also put right on the fire. First aid kit. Another first aid kit. This is my Hellfire bushcraft grill. This mesh grill right here also goes right on top of the campfire. And then guess what goes on top of the wire mesh grill? Salmon. Right here, I got my through night headlamp. Got my Phoenix headlamp. This thing is amazing. I love this thing. It's super bright. Emergency blanket / tarp / tent. My firefighting gloves. My poopy butt wipes because I don't like walking around with a stinky butthole. My Sony FM radio in case I get lonely out here and I want some tunes. Some Twix bars, I ain't gonna lie, snack out here. How to tie knots. This thing is very useful. It's taught me a lot. Pretty much some off-brand Uncrustables. This Wisconsin baked cheese. This stuff is so good. You can throw this right on the campfire. This also goes right on the campfire. The outside gets all nice and crispy and the inside gets a little juicy and it's so good. And then of course I've got my salmon. So later on for dinner, I'm gonna have salmon over the campfire along with baked cheese. And then this is my camera bag. It's got my fancy little laptop on there. Little mouse pad. And then down here, spare batteries. GoPro. Just all my camera needs and my laptop in case I decide I want to start editing when I'm out here. So that there is the inside of my fancy teepee you guys see me build today. Look at camp. Man, that looks so relaxing. Cozy out in the middle of nowhere away from society. Doesn't get better than that. Time to cook dinner. I like that noise. I just flipped it. Look at that cheese, it looks so good. And then the salmon. I got dirty hands. The perks of being homeless. You gotta turn it with your hands or a stick. Yep, gotta turn your food with a stick when you're homeless. It sucks. I gotta hurry up and get that off. It's cooking really fast. Ooh, the salmon's on fire. Chop up the cheese. Look at that nice grilled cheese over the campfire. The inside is so hot. Can't wait to dig into the salmon. Can't wait to dig into the cheese. Ugh. I'm just using two logs on my grill with my food on it. This is my plate. Oh my goodness! Oh, this salmon is so good. Oh my goodness, the smoke that was cooked into the salmon. Nice and crispy. You can taste the smokiness. A little bit burnt. That's how I like it. Let's try out the cheese. Oh my goodness. Being homeless sucks, but man, the perks of being homeless, you can cook some good meals over the campfire. So good. And I'm a man. I'm eating with dirty hands, but I'm a man. I don't care. It is what it is. I've been freaking hungry all day. This hits the spot. No complaints. Got some cranberry grape juice to wash down this amazing campfire cooked dinner. Oh my goodness. So good. Still hot, but oh, that cheese. Crispy on the inside, soft on the inside. I just woke up from a little nap. Man, that sleeping bag, that Chinook sleeping bag, definitely insulated. It retains your heat. keeps you nice and cozy. It knocked me right out. Oh, it was so cozy. It's just crazy to believe that more and more Americans are they're homeless now. This COVID pandemic really screwed everything up for everybody, man. It rained earlier, now my coat's all soaked. My coat's soaked. My boots are a little wet. My coat is actually soaked and cold. It's getting darker out here. You know, the temperature's dropping quick. It's cold out here now. Gotta sit by the fire just to stay warm. I do gotta thank our good Lord though. This is free heat right here. I ain't complaining. If I sit close enough to the fire, might dry out my wet coat, warm it up a little bit for me, then it'll be nice and cozy. I doubt I'll be able to sleep tonight, so I'll just be sitting here next to the fire.